So today I am out doing a test run hike. Test run number 1 is I have a new pack. Test run number 2 is I have a dog in tow. Test number 3 is camping on the beach. Wish me luck. So at the moment I'm walking on a 4-wheel drive track that runs behind the sand dunes. When I get to a certain point I'll be able to cross over to the beach. If however there are campers there, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Because I'm by myself, I don't really want people knowing where I'm at, what I'm up to. So I'm coming up to a place called the Pines, and this is where I'm hoping to cross over to the beach. So I'm hoping that there is nobody parked or camped up here, because once I get onto the beach and into the dunes, axe murderers won't be able to find me. It's looking quite promising, because when we come up here to fish, you would see where we would park our car about now. So there is a few cars here. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm just having a look. 1, 2, 3 cars. All utes. I've got a feeling that the white ute is our next door neighbour. So that makes me a bit happier. So the plan now, walk down to the beach, check them out, and either walk home on the beach, because I'll be chicken, or walk up and away from them to camp. I've only walked like 3k so far, so I've got a bit of juice left in the engine. Come on, zippers. This is the crossover track. Zip, come on. Let's get our snake goggles on. So it's quite well defined, the track across. The guys that I think are our neighbours have got a 4-wheeler, so it's wide enough for that to get through. As I had hoped, the people camping at the beach were my neighbours and their friends, 3 young families with lots of kids. So I was happy to tell them that I was going to be hiking up the beach and camping by myself in the dunes. It took a lot of the worry away, and the dog and I took off very excited. So I'm in the dunes, just looking for a hidey hole to set up camp. No, back here, Zip, that's no good. Ideally, where my tent won't be seen by passers-by. Not that I'm expecting passers-by. So it's looking promising here. A nice bit of a hollow, which is protected from the wind. I'll keep looking. It's early in the day. Well, 4 o'clock early. This is looking even better, although it might not be very flat. My tent isn't that big. I'm not expecting rain, and I think this will be quite good here. There's only one way to find out though, and that's to set up the tent. So this is my new low alpine pack that I haven't used before. So I don't know how it opens. I think I can actually open it from the front. Yes, I can. Of course, the tent is at the back and the dog's looking for treats. Rightio zippers, let's get this tent up. I've had a dream of walking the complete 90-mile beach from end to end. It would be a big undertaking which would need water drops, food drops. But as I've never camped in the dunes, this was a test trip to see what it would be like and if it would be worth doing. 90 miles of beach would have little scenery changes, and it would probably just be a hard slog. But you never know unless you give something a go, so that was one of my main reasons for camping out today. So the little tent I'm setting up is a Hubba Hubba 2-person tent. I've had it for many, many years, and it's standing up well to the test of time. My fly is starting to laminate a bit, so the waterproofing coating on the inside is starting to peel off. But if I keep it nice and tight, any rain that comes through runs off underneath. One thing I like about this tent is that it's freestanding, which means that I can put it up with no pegs in the ground, and I can move it about how I want to. It's nice to put up without the fly because it's just a nice space to be in. It also has an advantage that I have a footprint that can go under the tent, and if I have the footprint and the fly, I don't need the inner up. So on a really wet day, I can just put up the fly, sit in there and have my lunch. I'm not getting my inner wet, and it's proved invaluable many times because the rain likes to find me when I'm hiking. So I've got the little tent up, got the little dog, and I've got an instant mess. So I'm just going to get my shoes and socks off. The tent's already full of sand, and I'm going to get this little boy a drink of water and then set up my bed. So you can lead a dog to water, but you can't make him drink. Have a drink, mate. Have a drink of water. So I think the dog actually wanted a snack. I'm going to get out my sleeping bag, sleeping mat, pillow. So let's just start sorting stuff. Toiletries, cooking pot, pillow, milk powder, dog food and food, clothing, sunscreen, first aid, mug. This big lump here is actually a big bottle of water. And my sleeping bag is in a separate compartment. This is pretty flash. The dog's still in here. So I've got my sleeping mat, sleeping bag, so I'm putting all my bags, I put back in one bag so that they don't get lost. My sleeping mat is a Thermarest. It's cut for a woman, so it has more cutting at the hips and shoulders, and it looks like nothing at the minute, but it will puff up. Because I'm on the sand, it'll be very comfortable. And the sleeping bag will also puff up with a bit of air. So I'm just getting some tea ready. I've brought this, it was full. It only has to get me through to tomorrow morning because I'm going to be packed up early. I've already spilt some water trying to cook in this, well, heat water up in the sand. And my little cooker, as I turned the gas up, I turned the whole thing over. So that was handy. So I'm going to be a bit more careful with my dinner. So I've got my little cooker just set out beside the bushes, beside the tent. It's quite protected from the wind here. It's a bit windy down the beach. The dog's had his dinner and he's now searching around for more food, I think. Getting dark, so this will be a bit grainy. It's raining. We've had lightning. Hopefully the tent acts like a Faraday cage and is safe in here. I don't think the dog's impressed somehow. I've only cleaned sand out 4,000 times. Good morning. How did you sleep? It's rained lightly on and off all night. Time to pack up this sandy mess and get home. It does look like a bomb's in it. I won't be filming on the way back because it'll be too wet. So my verdict for today was the backpack is good. It's nice and comfortable. Hiking with the dog was quite good. Was quite reassuring to have him in the tent at night. The beach camping, the sand, the sticky, salty skin. I don't imagine that I could walk for 90 miles without having a shower. I think I'd end up with a lot of chafe. But I might reassess and see if I could walk it, doing some camping each night, meeting up with Rod, having a shower. Oh well, join me next time. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I can't even say the word, but you do it. See ya.